Welcome to TrailManners, the podcast so dedicated to mountain trails and running that they broadcast out of a 78 Volkswagen bus in the mountains. Who does that? Eric and Joel are your hosts and will bring you the trail life as you may have not heard it before. You hear about everything from gear reviews, nutrition to keep you upright and moving forward, and they'll even bring guests into the bus for conversations that you won't hear anywhere else. It's time for some running adventures on a higher elevation. The old 78 Volkswagen bus is fired up and headed to the mountains. Here are your hosts for TrailManners, proudly representing the 801 with their passion and love for the trails, Eric Manning and Joel Hatch.
Welcome to the TrailManners podcast, episode number 63. Today is our annual Christmas review where we talk about the kind of gear that we would like and you can also get for your running friends. So if this is your first time listening, then thanks for coming. The TrailManners podcast is produced every week for your enjoyment, and show notes are found at trailmanners.com. Come back often, and please feel free to add the podcast to your favorite RSS feed or iTunes. You can also follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at TrailManners. All links are in the show notes. Now let's get after it. All right, we're back in Bomber Studio for the next show, our Christmas special.
Yep.
Right? I guess everybody has a Christmas special, so this one's going to be ours.
Right.
So last year we started it because it was our first Christmas together on the show, and we did a little Christmas review where we talked about gear.
Right.
Now, it's not just gear that everybody talks about, but it's gear that we would like, or we want, or we may even have.
Yeah.
But also ideas for your running friends, partners, or maybe even for yourself.
Or if you want to send us.
Yeah, because we we're okay with that, right?
We are.
Yeah, and there'll be some humdingers on here, kind of from left field maybe even, but
right.
You know, we don't have any particular way to go. We'll just start in a couple categories, and some aren't going to be very new, and we've already talked about on the show, but when you find something you like or you want, why not stick with it?
Yeah.
I mean, I do that with food. I'm a creature of habit at
me too.
places to eat.
Yeah.
Right? So I went to Roosters yesterday.
And you got cheese curds.
Yeah, I sure did.
Yeah.
And we went for brunch. So, and then I chased it with the Kahlua waffle. So cheese curds followed by a Kahlua waffle. But see, that's how we are. So let's start. Should we start in the shoe department? It's kind of a big...
Go for it.
Yeah, so this is not going to be a surprise.
No.
For anybody that knows me. But right now I have one shoe.
Right.
And I was kind of bummed because I went to... No one carries it in my area, first of all.
Right. Which is
a bummer.
Yeah.
Because I can't shop local, which I enjoy doing.
Yeah.
Right? So I have to look online. And so I went over to the Pearl Izumi website.
Right.
And I am infatuated... in love with the N2V3, the trail version.
Did you buy it out?
You know what?
Did you purchase all of them?
I wish someone did. So the yellow green is my all-time. The thing is just ridiculous. I'd wear that every day.
It's kind of obnoxious, yeah.
It's awesome, and they're sold out in my size.
Oh.
So
what about the other colors? They got the other colors in your size?
Yeah, now here's the kick. So they had another color that was out that I didn't care for. It had blue and gray, and it was kind of just mundane, right? And so I thought, well, maybe I can surf the web for the yellow and green, but I mean, they're not cheap.
What about Running Warehouse? They might have them.
You know, Amazon's got them. You know, there's some places that have them, but it's all about squeezing the trigger to pay retail, right?
True.
Or full retail in some areas.
Well, I think those are like basically 20% off now, aren't they?
In some spots.
Across
I think
the
I found
board.
it on Amazon for $87.
Okay, that's not bad.
But I like the yellow and green, but there's a new color of all things, right?
Oh, Pearl Izumi. Come on, folks.
All black. There's not one speck of any other color on the shoe. The sole, the eyelets, the laces, everything is black.
So that would be a good shoe to wear if you're like a security guard, right?
Yeah,
referee.
Little mall security guard.
Yeah.
Mall cop. I think I'm going to get the all black.
Go for it.
When I worked at Smith Optics, they called it blacked out or murdered out is what it was called.
Right.
But I might give it a go.
Go for it.
I could probably wear it to work as dress shoes and no one would know the better.
You could, and if you wear it at 5 a.m. to run, nobody will be able to see except for that cat.
And not going to get dirty.
Except for that kitty we saw yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday morning we saw a little kitty cat stalking us.
That's right.
Kind of checking us out.
He wasn't little. He was big.
Yeah, he was. So, yeah, that's my shoe right now.
Right on.
So I'm trying to hoard the 11.5 in the yellow green, but I'll have to search it out.
Right on.
But we have been trying shoes, so it's not like I'm just hung up on these because obviously Pearl's going away. So we're trying shoes. And
those shoes from Innovate that they sent to us, and we'll have to kick out a review here shortly on those. I don't have a shoe on my list.
Don't you? So what's your right now? If you had to pick one shoe to run in, what would it be for you? Like this is my go-to shoe right now.
It's that Hoka Clayton.
Is it?
Yeah, I love that shoe.
Now you saw some Hokas at Outdoor Retailer. That
I did. They're going to
fancying.
take the Clayton. They're going to beef it up, which actually at first I was a little bit annoyed with.
Yeah.
But after running in it extensively, and especially running like really steep downhills, that beefing up is going to help out a lot.
Yeah.
I think so. I'm looking forward to that. Only thing that they really need to add to that shoe is maybe, I know it's a road shoe, but it'd be nice if it had like something that remotely resembled
a trail version or lugs.
Yeah, that would be
grip.
nice. Yeah.
I mean, I want to try some more shoes.
I do too, but nothing really kind of jumped out at me when we were at the OR show.
Yeah.
As far as shoes go, I mean, I'd like to try a pair of those La Sportiva shoes, but
yeah, there's some La Sportivas I want to try, and I stalk people, and I mean, you see mainly a lot of the Hoka, a lot of Ultra, online, but I'm looking for the Topo shoe. I want to get my hands on a pair of those. I want to give that a spin.
That's kind of really similar to like an Ultra shoe, right? Bigger toe box, zero drop.
They have a different drop I've seen from 2 to 4, depending on the shoe. So I'd really like to get my hands on some of those,
right?
To test those out because that's it doesn't have the zero drop. The ones I'm looking at, I think it's the Run Venture, and there's a new one that just came out too. But again, it's just trying to find those and get your hands on them, I think, is the hard part.
Yeah, it is. I'm going to stick with what I know for this upcoming year.
And that's why I'm trying to load up on these PIs. Because I want to do some miles this year, and I don't want to have to switch halfway through or something. So anyway, that's what I'm on the hunt for in the shoe category. So you go ahead and kick off some apparel.
Let's start with socks.
Okay.
Because I need some bad.
Do you?
Yeah, I mean, I stick with the same sock, and I've got holes in my socks. And I still wear them because that's how devoted I am to them. But I'd like to try out some Stance socks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those look pretty fancy.
They are fancy.
They look pretty colorful, and they look comfortable. So I'd like to try the Fusion Wire Tab.
Huh. Is that a low cut, is it? Because I've seen some Stance, but they're all kind of like the higher socks.
It's like a lower one, right? It's $15.
Okay.
Not bad. And then they also had the rings Crew.
Okay.
I'd like to try that one too. That looks pretty fancy.
I haven't tried some Stance socks to run.
Haven't either. I'd like to give that a shot, Maybe go back to Smart Wool. Haven't run Smart Wools in a long time.
Yeah.
Go back and see how those feel.
I had my Smart Wools on yesterday.
Yeah.
My neon green Argyle little mid cuts.
I got some
right there. You got some rocking some.
Yeah.
So since we're on socks, I'm with you. You can't have enough socks.
Oh man, I know. I need some socks.
So I actually ordered a pair of yesterday. I ordered some Drymax Speed Goat socks.
Oh, yeah.
Because I want to check them out. And I like the fact they have some color to them. And we had Carl on the show, so I figured, what the heck. So I ordered a pair of those. But I'm a sock guy, and I go across the board. I like Smart Wool as well. I've wore those for a long time. The PhDs. I also like Features a lot. That's what I run in quite a bit, but I seem to always get holes in those.
I get holes in whatever. It doesn't matter what sock. After a while, you get holes in
and
them.
everybody tells me, hey, they got lifetime warranty. Send them back. I just never do.
Right.
So I
like those Pearl Izumi socks that we had for years and years, and I might try to go nab some of those before they're sold out.
Yeah.
And I think anybody listening to this show, do yourself a favor, go get some before they're sold out.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
It is.
And since we're talking about socks, me and Joel have even been tossing around the idea of some TrailManners socks.
Boy, if we can get those TrailManners socks in the same brand that we did with the Hummer socks, those were comfy socks.
Those were sock guys.
Sock guys. I like those.
Yeah.
Those are comfortable.
So we're tossing that around. So that's some socks.
Right.
Now, one for me, and I'll probably have this. I mean, we talk about Patagonia a lot.
Right.
Joel's got his Patagonia puffy on right now.
Yep, because we're in the gym and it's cold.
We're back in the gym. But so there's a jacket I want to check out because it's that time of year.
Right.
It's the Windshield Hybrid Soft Shell Jacket.
Oh, yeah, I like soft shells.
Retails for $149.
Oh, that's not too bad.
It's got an awesome blue. There's an awesome blue color that I have my eyes on. But it's like one of those ones that you could, like yesterday's run when it gets in the 20s, right in there where it's not going to be too heavy.
Right.
So you can layer.
Yeah.
And I think it'd be a nice jacket for all winter and then maybe even, casual after a race or something. 'Cause it's not heavy and I don't think it's super. It's on their trail. Like if you go to Patagonia and click on trail running, it pops up on there. So that's great. So that's one I want to try. But I think the other one everybody out there needs to keep in their mind is that the Houdini. I keep going back to that because that's just like it's almost like a piece. It's like a staple.
It is.
You should have as an ultra or trail runner in general.
No, I think that's a good idea.
And it kind of crosses with the Solomon jacket I did the review on, the wing. That's kind of in the same category as that Houdini.
Yeah.
And you just got to have one of those. So make sure you have that on your list.
I think that's a good idea. I think as far as like those type of garments go, jackets goes, I want to try one from OR.
Oh, okay.
I think it's the Feroci hoodie.
Okay.
That looks pretty comfy.
Yeah.
A lot of their jackets actually look really comfortable. I was looking at OR and I was looking at Smartwool. Smartwool's got a lot of apparel now besides just socks. And then the Feroci hoodie really kind of jumped out at me. It looks way comfortable. Now, if you want to take it up a notch, say you're working in an aid station, or if you're a skier, you're a snowboarder, and you're looking for that next level jacket, Stio makes a jacket that I really want. It's the Environ jacket, so the Stio Environ jacket. Now, hold on to your horses. It retails for $425.
Okay.
Now, bear in mind, if you get this jacket should last you for at least 10 years, if not more. Because I have a tendency to do that when I buy like high-end gear pieces like that. I'll keep them for 20 years.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've got the very first iteration of the Arc'teryx jacket that came out for skiing and snowboarding and mountaineering. I still have them, and they're almost 20 years old, and they still work just fine.
Jeez. I like that brand though. They have a shop up in Jackson Hole.
Yeah.
I stopped in there as we went through, coming back from Yellowstone and the Tetons, and I actually bought a couple shirts from them, T-shirts.
Yeah, they got great T-shirts.
I
love
their
stuff.
I love their gear.
Right. So I'd like to kind of branch out and, rekindle my jacket problem a little bit if I can.
Yeah, I've got one of those, and I don't need to rekindle it. I can't shake it.
I'm glad I shook mine. I was going to need to get a new walk-in closet.
Now, some other gear, apparel-wise, since we're on the subject.
Right.
I'm going to have to throw it out there because I'm just getting a kick out of social media. You need to get yourself some TrailManners stuff. Shirts, hats, visors. We've been seeing a lot of photos.
I love seeing the photos.
Checking those out the last few days.
Yeah.
And it's awesome.
I know.
To see
I saw
people
Matt
racing.
Van Horn on top of Malin's Peak this morning with a TrailManners hat.
Really?
Beanie. I don't know if he stole it from Annie.
He must have.
He must have, but that was cool to see a picture of him wearing TrailManners stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we've been seeing some pretty cool shots because we just had the one from over in Northern Ireland.
Oh, my gosh.
She posted. She was on the coast of Northern Ireland on a trail.
Is she going to let us use that picture?
I got to reach out to her for sure because she's got her beanie on, and that photo is unreal.
Yeah, where she runs at, we got to be there.
Yeah.
We got to get ourselves on a plane to Northern Ireland.
And just hang out there.
And go running there and then come back and drink some stouts.
Yeah, I'm in for that. So that's just some other stuff. You have any more apparel that you are thinking about? Or?
Yeah, another one from OR, the Centrifuge hoodie. So this is like a training layer. It is a bit pricey. It's $180, but it's another really comfortable training layer. I've got a lot of stuff from Patagonia and Pearl Izumi, but I want to kind of branch out if I can.
Yeah.
See what this OR stuff's about because they're making some really good stuff right now, I think.
Well, that's kind of the thing is when you have stuff.
Right.
It's like, how do you add to stuff? It's
Add
got to be
stuff.
that special piece, right?
Normally in the past, if I brought in a new piece of like apparel, then something had to go.
Yeah.
To make room.
Kind of the trade out. That's what I do with my kids with stuffed animals.
Yeah.
They buy one, they got to toss one.
Exactly.
Or get rid of one, I should say, donate.
One of my go-to has always been that Patagonia Capeling lightweight crew.
Oh, yeah.
Man, that's such a comfortable top. Love it.
It's hard for me to find Patagonia, honestly, gear that I don't like.
Yeah.
But I don't obviously have it all. I mean, might be something out there, but I just love their gear.
Yeah. You got any other
just
apparel stuff?
Just the last thing is that Pro Strider short from Patagonia.
Oh, yeah. They make a
5 and a 7.
5 and a 7 on that.
I'm fitting in that 5-inch now.
Yeah.
It feels
comfy.
a little different than I'm used to. I'm used to the long shorts.
Right.
But I like that short, just the storage on it and how comfortable it is.
Oh, man, that's what it's all about is the storage.
Yeah,
so you got 1, 2, you got four elastic type of pockets, right? And then you got the zipper pockets, so you got 5 pockets.
I
on
can
that
stuff
thing.
a Houdini in that side mesh pocket in the short, just stuff it right in there.
Yeah,
and I wear a large jacket and it fits. I mean,
it's
you
crazy.
can feel it there, but I can easily run.
You can
with
put a lot of stuff in there, and that when I was looking for new shorts, because I do want 1 or 2 new pair of shorts for next year. It's like, well, I can go back to the Patagonia, which I'm going to, because they're going to have this really cool dark green. But also, I was looking at Arc'teryx makes the Soleus short. Same thing. It's got all the storage you need right there in the waistband, and it looks like you can even slam in an iPhone 6 in the back.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's some space.
That
Because
is
those
some
aren't
space.
teeny.
No, they're not.
Because I have to pack mine around.
Only problem is they're $89.
The shorts are?
Yes.
Yeah, see, things, that's just how. But, as you mentioned earlier on some stuff, if you have this stuff for a long time.
Yeah, you're going to keep those shorts for at least 3 years.
Yeah.
Maybe
so,
even 5. You should get 5 years out of the shorts.
Yeah, it's a good deal.
I think so, too.
That's where you got to trade it off because stuff is, and we'll get to some stuff I have on the list that is up there in pricing.
Yeah.
And it's more personal.
It is.
But you got to look at what you're using it for, what you're doing with it, and its purpose. So like a Houdini jacket, most of that lightweight stuff's $100.
Yeah, and you're going to keep it for,
Ever.
You really should keep it for a good 10 years.
And you look at what it can provide.
Right.
You can't put a price tag on that.
No, not really.
You get stuck in one of those mountain storms in the summer that you're not ready for or something. I mean, that could save you in a lot of ways. So some of the stuff we talk about, obviously the pricing is we don't have a lot of stuff that we say, I saw this ugly sweater at Walmart.
It was $10.
It was $9.97.
Yeah. Why don't you go running that? No.
What, you got any more apparel?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I've got a lot of apparel.
All right.
Another thing from OR, the Echo Duo T looks really comfortable.
Okay.
Yeah, stylish. I like the colors. It looks comfy.
So you're into this OR thing right now.
I'd like to try it.
Yeah.
Hopefully it works out. It's just I love Patagonia. I mean, of course I'm going to go back and I'm going to get their stuff, and I just like where the seams fall on the Patagonia gear because I'm not going to get any chafage.
Yeah.
But I want to branch out, maybe get some different colors, give another company a try.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, and then my last piece of clothing is from Pearl Zooming.
Nice.
It's the men's fly 3/4 tight.
Oh, you like that.
This is, I think we're going on our 3rd or 4th year.
4th.
So I've had this tight for 4 years now, and it's only $65. And before we got these tights 4 years ago, I would never wear one. I was always a shorts guy, even in the coldest cold. But then we got these tights, and I started trying them. I love them.
Yeah.
They're so comfortable.
They go right below your knee.
They do, right below your knee. The seams are perfect. You never feel the seams. It's got good storage. It's got, I think, a main zipper and then the mesh pockets on the side. It's awesome.
Joel likes that.
I do.
This time of year.
I might grab one more pair just to have when this one that I have right now wears out.
Then you can wear that one just around the house.
No, definitely not.
So let's. I have on my next list to move on is to nutrition.
Okay.
So I've only got a few companies now because there's a lot of stuff I've used, like the V Fuel. I love the V Fuel gels, and they make this powder drink mix, which I've been loving too. Because they like cherry cola, they got that ginger.
Yeah, that stuff. I didn't like the ginger. I mean, I like the taste of the ginger, but there's something in there that gets me a little jittery.
But because you're talking about OR, and we had such a great experience in August.
We did.
So I'm just gonna call 2 companies. I'm gonna keep this shopping list easy for people.
I know,
right, people.
I've only got 2 things on.
So there's only 2 companies I'm revolving around for Christmas because I do have stuff home. I got some First Endurance. I got some V Fuel. I got some good stuff.
Right.
But right now I'm hooked and working on 2 products from Goo. Okay, so we got the Stroop waffles.
Yep, that's on my list too.
Tasty little buggers.
Yeah, they are. It's a case of those, please.
Please. And then the next one, which is the one I'm going to really get after, I think, next year, because I've been testing it out, is the Roctane Drink Mix, that Summit Tea.
Oh, yeah, I like that. That's good stuff.
Man, that stuff is good.
Yeah.
It is not sweet. Magda did Western last year. That's all she used for 100 miles.
Right.
So I think it'd be good on your stomach.
Yeah, because it has a little bit of caffeine, but not like a ton.
Yeah, and it doesn't have that sweet. It's like it's like tea.
It is.
Like good old Southern tea.
Yeah. No, Scratch Labs makes a matcha green tea that I really like. That's
that?
on my list.
Okay.
And it's in the same boat, where you can just drink it all day.
Well, because you said Scratch Labs, and that's my other 2 products.
Right. I like the Scratch Labs. They have a cookie dough mix.
Oh, yeah, that's on my list. Yeah, for sure. That cookie mix, because you can make it how you want it.
I know.
Right? You can play around and throw this and that and this.
All sorts of stuff to it, and it's so good.
And then the next one is the recovery mix they just came out with.
See, I haven't had a chance to try that yet.
That recovery mix, we'll have a review coming out here pretty quick on the Gear Garage on that. It is good stuff. It's not heavy.
Right.
Like some recovery drink mixes, when you drink them, they just kind of feel like they're sitting in your stomach, kind of on that heavy side.
Right.
I know a lot of people like the chocolate milk route. Go for it. But this Scratch Labs recovery mix is solid.
Okay.
And so I'm going to really, the hard days at the gym coming up, I'll use it after that to test it out. Me and Joel just did a couple back-to-back runs this weekend, which has been a while since either one of us have run together on that route.
Yep.
Didn't need it after that.
No, didn't need it after that.
But hopefully some stuff coming up.
Maybe after tomorrow's run.
So both those. So I got some goo. I got the Stroop waffle,
Yep.
the Roctane drink mix, the Summit tea, and both of those are new.
Right.
The Summit tea's kind of to me has been flying under the radar.
Yeah, I can't believe more people aren't talking about it.
Yeah, because the Stroop waffle gets all the love.
It does. I mean, rightfully so. But really, I think the Summit Tea is a bigger game changer.
I do too.
It's so much better.
Yeah, and again, it's just hard for us. It's hard to find some of this stuff.
Yeah.
Here.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you want to shop local, it's not here.
It's
you
hard.
have to go to Amazon.
Yeah, and that's it's not something I necessarily like to do because I love this. We've talked about Ogden. It's the local first. We love
Right.
that feel, and we really support it. But it's hard sometimes to find these products we like here.
Yeah.
So sometimes we have to lean on our listeners, hint, hint,
Right.
and lean on some of those companies out there to help us out. So that's my nutrition stuff. I just had the 4 things from the 2 companies.
I got one more.
What you got?
A gift certificate to Tona Sushi.
Okay, that's
Now,
my
so
miscellaneous category, but I like that. It's nutrition.
If you're here in Ogden, or if you ever come through Ogden, make sure you go to Tona Sushi. It is so good.
It is good.
Your pocketbook's not going to be happy.
No,
not one bit. But the food is so good.
Me and my wife go there about once a year,
Yeah.
maybe twice if we're feeling super like, hey, we just
Won the lottery.
we just had a garage sale, so
Yeah.
we can afford it. So, but we love that place for sure.
It's pretty rocking. I love
It's
it.
easy to spend a lot in rolls and walk out there going, oh yeah, we just ate $100.
Warm sake is so yummy.
Sounds good right now.
I
Being
know.
in the gym. So those are some of the bigger categories: apparel, shoes, and nutrition. And apparel kind of covers the whole gamut from socks to jackets.
Yeah, I guess gloves are part of the apparel.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
on the glove side, so I got these gloves from Moonstone, and I don't think they make apparel anymore. Back in, I think it was 98 or 99, and they're just little like basically just a windshield and barely warm enough to keep your hands there, right? But they were the most rocking gloves.
And you still wear them?
And I have them still, but they're falling apart terribly.
Well, from 98.
Yeah. I mean, but they still work. That's the thing.
Yeah. You got to find something like it.
I'm trying to find something like it.
Yeah.
And I think Black Diamond makes it. It's a Mont Blanc glove, and it's
Okay.
really similar, right? It's form-fitting. The seams are in the right place. There's no nonsense. It's water resistant, windproof. That's what you're after, and it's only $20.
That's
It's a good
steal.
deal.
Yeah,
It is.
That's a steal.
I know. If
20
I could
bucks.
find these Moonstone gloves again, I would go and get every single pair I could.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were called the Ascent glove. They're awesome.
Okay. Well, that's good. Gloves, you need gloves.
Yeah, you do.
All year round because you get in some of the different, or even the summer races.
Right.
Evening, night.
Oh yeah, for sure,
24
definitely.
Hours,
If
things
you're doing
like
a 100
that.
miler and you need something to wear in the middle of the night,
Yep,
for sure.
You got to get that. So let's see. What else we got? Some gear.
Okay.
So one of the pieces I've been, God, it's really hard because Ultra Spire. I'm kind of, I get in my I go back because I
creature
like
of habit.
it, right? And I've been telling a lot of people that I have never wore waist belts. Never have, didn't like them,
Yeah,
blah blah blah. But then
You've
I
been
want
wearing them lately,
but I want to get away from the bladder because it's
Right.
like, hey, I never know how much I'm drinking.
right?
I don't get a mix. It's just all water because I don't
Yep.
like to put tablets or stuff and ruin my bladder. So I've been using the Speed Goat
Right.
for a little bit longer run. So that's the one that Carl helped design with the 2 bottles in the back.
Right.
Love that thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it. And then the other one is just the 1 bottle in the back.
Yep.
And I've been wearing the heck out of those.
Yeah, you
I
have.
love running hands-free, and
Yeah.
I don't like the bladder, so my only option is a waist belt.
True.
They have come out with the new pack that you tested, or we checked out a couple winters ago. The Revolt. It's got the 1 bottle here and that little tight little down
Oh,
the back,
yeah,
the 1
yeah.
pocket. That's out now
It is
from Ultra Spire.
Yep.
So that's some of the hydration carry gear. Because then you got the Alpha, which is the
That's
Spry.
a good one.
The
Yeah,
Spry.
the Spry is always my go-to.
Yeah,
I love that one.
That's a good one too.
It
But
is.
Yeah, those waist belts, the Speed Goat. I have the Speed Goat belt and I'm getting the Speed Goat socks. So
Oh man, you're gonna start wearing some Speed Goat shoes
I
here
can't.
shortly.
Yeah, those don't fit me.
Those things are pretty narrow.
Yeah, they don't fit me. I wouldn't mind, but they don't fit me. So
I think from what I've read, the Speed Goat 2 is coming out soon, and somebody hinted that it might be a little bit wider finally.
wow. I might give that a shot then.
Well, we'll see.
See if that works out.
Hell might freeze over first before
Yeah,
that happens.
It's been getting cold.
Yes, it
So what do you
has.
have what kind of gear do you got going on?
Okay, for hydration, I want to try the Ultimate Direction SJ vest.
SJ, Scott Jurek.
Yes. Now, I was looking at the AK vest.
Uh-huh.
That
Dr.
has more
Pichka.
carrying capacity, so the SJ vest has less carrying capacity. I think that would be a good one to train in and to race in. Now, if I was doing an adventure run, I'd probably go with the AK vest because I think you can stuff more, gear in there.
Well,
like
it's
a jacket.
That's been the trend the last few years. We talk about a lot is the smaller vests.
Yeah.
Because the bigger the vest, the more crap you'll pack in it, and you
Well,
probably won't end up using
yeah.
or needing. So it's that smaller vest we've been wearing a lot
Yeah.
more and talking about a lot more.
Absolutely, and they look like they have some water bottles that look way comfortable and easy to use. So I'm interested in maybe trying that for next year.
Nice.
We'll see how that goes. I don't have anything else for hydration. I mean, I love that Spry vest.
Yeah.
I've used one for years.
Yep.
And I've got one right now, and I'll continue using it for years.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
they last for years.
Yeah, they do.
And the other gear piece I have is the Lumen 600.
Yeah, that's on my list too.
I figured.
They finally got them back in stock, folks.
Have they?
Now, and I've heard some people griping the other day because Corey Reese was pimping the
Oh, yeah.
Lumen 600, and somebody was like, "Oh, but they cost $200." But it's gonna last.
Yeah.
It's gonna last you 10 years if you
And
take care of it.
It's a safety thing,
It is.
right? And
It
people
really is.
spend 100 plus on shoes. And
Yeah,
it's
they will.
obvious because that's such a main component.
And you might drop, $400 a year on shoes, and you won't complain about that.
Yep.
But you get this one piece that'll last you for 10 years, if not longer, if you take care of it. And it is a game changer, folks.
It is.
It is so crazy bright.
It's awesome. So
Yeah,
we
it
we
is.
definitely are in the Lumen 600 corner.
Yeah, I love that. I actually have it right now. Eric doesn't have it. It's at my house.
Joel's got it.
I've got it.
It's we share custody.
Kind of. I mean, it's yours, but for some reason it's my house. Now I got another lighting option.
Okay.
Now the Petzl Reactic.
Okay, I've see that.
That's that one. It's got that funky band
Yep.
on the back of the head.
Yeah.
I want to try that one.
Yeah.
That one looks like it's a little bit more comfortable to wear than the one that we have, the Neo.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
one we've been wearing on that.
Yeah.
one.
So the Reactic's only $109.
Okay.
I like that.
Well, still, when I wear my the Lumen 600, I still like to wear a headlamp.
Oh,
at
yeah,
times.
you have to.
Just because like you said, when you turn, look away, turn your head, that way. So
Yeah.
headlamp, and it's just that time of year right now. I mean, it doesn't get. Me and Joel, we start at 5, 6, and it doesn't get light till noon. Feels
Yeah,
like
right.
around here
I
right
know.
now this time of year. So, yeah, that's some gear. There.
What about a watch? You got a watch on your list?
See, so I have a miscellaneous category. So I have a
So that goes in your miscellaneous, huh?
well because I don't have a watch category because I only want one.
Well, that's gear.
So okay, if we're gonna go gear, then yeah, the Spartan Ultra, man.
Yeah, that's on my
I mean,
list.
come on. I mean, I'm running with the.
Did you see how much those cost?
I did. That's why I don't have one.
Oh my gosh, I didn't realize they were that much until I was looking to do this list. I was like, $850.
Oh, is that the heart rate one? That's
must
got to be because I've seen like $699. I thought
Right.
or something. Because we did the review Outdoor Retailer,
Right.
and that YouTube video went pretty good.
Yeah, that blew up. That was
it blew
awesome.
up. But yeah, I really want one of those Spartan Ultra, and we're right here.
Right.
Right. I mean, they got the Amber Sport right down the
Right.
street. And I've got, I've been using the Suunto watch for years, the Ambit 3.
I got the Ambit 3. I love it.
It's
There's nothing wrong with
amazing.
it.
Yeah, that's why it's hard to
Yeah.
drop. It's not a jacket, right?
Yeah,
you
exactly.
One day maybe I'll be having the Ambit 3 on one arm and the Spartan on the other running,
Wow.
right?
Yeah.
That would look pretty cool.
That would look cool.
Or not. But yeah, that's definitely on my list. So I've got like three or four things on my list that are in that price range.
Oh, yeah.
Believe it or not.
Okay. Yeah, I think I have one more thing on my list that's kind of in that price
Yeah,
range.
so that's kind of the people out there that just like the people that go and pay all the stuff off at Walmart on layaway.
Oh,
that type of guy.
I
That's
like
the type
that
of guy
story.
that needs to pay for
I
this
know,
stuff
right?
for us, right?
Yep.
I don't have any close friends or family that are willing to drop that on me, so I need one of
No.
those Secret Santas. That's what I'm looking for right now. Secret Santas. That's what we need, right? # Secret Santa.
Yep.
Right. That's what we need. How about some more gear? Go ahead. We did
I've
the
got the Black Diamond Moji Lantern.
Oh, I'm not familiar with that.
Okay, so folks, you're gonna love this for camping trips. It is only $20. I've had mine for a couple of years now, and it's perfect for your tent. It hangs up real nice, provides nice light, and it's only $20. You're gonna love it.
$20.
Yeah,
That's a good deal. That's like
I
one
know.
of the cheaper
You-
things
they
on
come-
our Christmas
they come in
list.
They come in a 3-pack too, which is awesome. So that way you can give them as stocking stuffers.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
The Moji
idea.
Lantern from Black Diamond. You guys are going to like it.
Moji, Moji.
Moji, yes.
Okay, so not emoji.
No, not emoji.
Okay, it's just Moji.
Yep.
All right, so that's on yours. And so I went ahead and got myself something off my list.
Okay, good.
So one of the things on my list that everybody needs to jump on, if they haven't, is squirrel's nut butter.
Oh, that wasn't on my list, but they should.
And I went and bought some this past week.
Yes, you did.
So I was online. No one around here carries it, right? I checked. Went online, ordered me some squirrel's nut butter.
I know, that stuff's comfy.
It's good stuff.
The undercarriage is happy when you got it on.
Yeah. And I'm like, it's that time of year. I don't have any. Okay, I'll get some squirrel's nut butter.
Right.
So that's on my list still because, again, you could have a little tin in here, a little tin here.
They got these little, they make a stick.
That's they got the little glass.
Really, I think a nice thing to have.
I have one of those.
You can put it in your hydration vest.
I got one of the small sticks.
Yeah, you can put it in your hydration vest and carry it with you if you're going for a really long run.
Yep.
So I think that's a good thing to have.
That's something I've already got for me off my list. So.
Right on.
But it's still on my list, though.
Yeah. All right. So on my miscellaneous, the Yeti Tundra 75.
Yeti Tundra.
Yeah. Now this is a cooler.
Yep.
Yeah.
Those are pretty inexpensive, right?
The 75 is $500.
Okay.
It's $450.
Okay.
Yeah. If you want the smaller size, the Yeti Tundra 50, you're looking at $379.
Okay. All right. Yeah. That holds, a little bit.
I need to upgrade my cooler because my cooler is like from 1979.
It's probably better than the ones they're making now.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But, all
Except
the cool
for
kids
these
are getting the
ones.
Yetis right now, right?
And there's companies that have come out to kind of. I was at RC Willie's, which is a local furniture place, and they have Yeti knockoff coolers for this almost in the same price category.
Yeah, right. It's
which
crazy.
is kind of everybody's coming out with those. So yeah, that would because Joel's mentioned a couple things. So in the trail and ultra and community itself, you do a lot of car camping. You do a lot of tent stuff. So he talks about a lantern. He talks about an ice chest.
Mm-hmm.
So these are very important pieces of equipment for trail runners.
Right. You need like a Camp Chef stove too.
Yeah. You go to a adventure run. Pull in the evening, wake up, get your coffee going, have a lantern. I mean, last year, this is how unprepared I was, and I'm now more prepared. We went up and ran Smut last year.
Yeah.
Me and Joel drove up, and Joel had his minivan, and he sleeps one, so he went ahead and slept in there.
Yep.
And he backed it up next to the woods, and I laid on the asphalt.
You did,
the parking lot.
Right next to all the rats.
I did. And so at night, every time I'd hear a noise, I'd kind of turn and look a little bit.
Yep.
But right after we got back, I got a cot.
Yeah, you did.
So, I have a tent. I didn't really want to put one up that day.
No.
It was warm enough. I just laid right on the blacktop, so to say.
You had your little sleeping pad.
I did. I had my Climate, inflatable pad because it's small. I take it everywhere. But yeah, so what Joel's mentioning are these important things, not just shoes, shorts, jackets, but you got to think outside the box.
It's kind of the lifestyle that we live, right?
It is the lifestyle, especially when the bus is broke down. You can't sleep in that.
That's true.
Let's see what else is on mine. So, all right. So Joel talks about gift card. And I think this is good for everybody, and we're huge proponents of this, even though sometimes it is difficult. Give somebody a gift card to the local run shop.
Oh, yeah. Please do.
Support your local run shops.
Yeah.
There's not a runner out there that would look at that as not a good item. Because some people say, I don't want to get a gift card. It's not personal enough.
Do it.
Give me a gift card, baby.
Give me a gift card any day of the week.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So, support your local run shops. That's good.
I know.
God, I got a bunch under what I call the miscellaneous list.
I've got a good one under miscellaneous. That kind of goes with the garment section. Okay, so I love my jackets and I want to keep them around.
Yeah.
But they get holes in them eventually, right?
They do.
So this company out of Jackson called No Sew Patches.
Okay.
Makes these really cool patches.
And they figures, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
No Sew Patches. They're only $15, and then you get like 3 or 4 patches. So that would be a great stocking stuffer.
Yeah, it would. So let's see. I'm gonna go a couple here. I'm gonna do 3.
Okay,
because they're all in the same category. Books.
Books. Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's been a big book year.
Oh man, has it ever?
For runners and trail runners. So here's my 3 books that I think all trail runners must have.
Okay.
And I'm not saying you're gonna, some of you that are veterans may not learn a ton, but some of it's just good reading too. It's not like, I'm gonna educate myself. So here's my 3 books. And we had Corey on the show. Corey Reese. If you got to get nowhere near first. Ultra Marathon Adventures from the Back of the Pack.
Easy, fun.
It is
reading.
a good, and you don't even have to run to like this book.
Yeah. You'll
that's
start
what's
laughing.
that's what's so great about it. So that's one book.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're going to switch completely polar opposites of that book in the run world. Jason Koop's book.
Yeah, that's solid.
Training Essentials for Ultra Runners.
Right.
That's a good read. There's a lot of good beta in there.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely recommend that for trail runners. Again, any book, anybody you talk to, you're not going to take everything from it, say, oh, that's me, and you're going to disagree with some, but that's what's so great about it.
Yeah.
Right? And then my last book on my book list, and there's many out there, Megan Hicks and Brian Powell's Where the Road Ends, A Guide to Trail Running.
Yeah.
Again, two fantastic people.
Right.
Put heart and soul into that with a lot of help. It's a great read. Really good book. We had Brian on the show. Wish we had Megan, and maybe we still will.
Right.
But those are 3 books, I think, all trail / ultra runners / even road runners that get, some information out of these. Even though it's kind of, say, trail based, but it's still some running, and it's still humorous.
Yeah.
So those are 3 books everyone should have.
All right, so that kind of covered mine too. I think Hal Corner came out with a book this year too.
Yeah,
that looked really good.
Chrissy Mel's book, I have that one too.
Yeah, so you can find plenty of books that cover the trail running community. I like that magazine.
Oh,
Like the Wind?
Like the Wind from the UK.
Yeah, they come out quarterly, so you get 4 a year, and it's a pretty hefty subscription price, but it's well worth it.
Yeah.
Quality reading, long form reading, also short form reading, really good pictures. It's really diverse. It's not always just from the U.S., so you got to get one of those.
And we just sent a couple of those out for prizes that we had giveaways for.
They're awesome.
So those are good.
And then I have a book, but it's not like running based.
Okay.
It's a classic.
Okay.
Catch 22.
Oh, okay.
I think it's Joseph Heller that wrote it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an older book.
I know. You should always go back to the classics.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, so off the subject, favorite book.
Catch 22.
That's your favorite book?
Really, it is.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I love that book.
Mine's To Kill a Mockingbird.
Oh, that's a good one too.
That's my favorite book of all time. So we covered some books.
Right.
So here I'm going to rattle off a few more on my miscellaneous.
Okay.
There's always, the standard ones, like we talked about, gift cards, things like that. But how about this? How about, it depends on how good a friend they are or how well you know them.
Ooh, I've got a category like that too.
Okay, so there's one that I think would be awesome is just some coaching services.
Oh, that's on my list.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So like a couple months worth, depending on where you go.
Yeah, you got to get a 3-month block.
Yeah, and so
really you do.
Get them some coaching services. There's a lot of coaches out there.
Yeah, our buddy Ty Draney, he's ready to take on new clients right now.
Yeah.
So if you're thinking about that, this is the perfect time of the year to start it.
Yep.
January 1st. That way you're wrapped up, ready to go for summer races.
Don't get a gym membership.
No.
Unless
it's to my gym.
Yeah, unless it's the Bomber Athlete. Get a coaching services one.
Yeah.
Right? And I'll incorporate that. So
yeah, there's plenty of good coaches out there right now.
Yeah.
Do your homework. Talk to them first before you commit. But our buddy Ty, we highly recommend him.
Yeah. And then the next one on my list is in the more expensive category, even though it was just on sale at 50% off. I think it's back to full retail, is the PD Run Co. Race Experience. So you have to go to Palmer Divide Run Company and check this out. It's called their Race Experience Package.
I'm a little nervous about
It's
that.
$500. It was $250.
Right.
They will come and crew, pace, guarantee you finish your 100-miler. They support you 100% of the way, and there's some reviews on it. And
only $250?
Right. Well, it was 50% off.
That's crazy cheap.
Yeah,
really.
That's what I'm saying. It is $500 normally, but they just ran a 50% off. That was for one day. I'd have to look on their site.
This is a good idea. I was talking with somebody about this one time, where this would be a really good service to have.
Yeah.
Where you provided crew or you provided pacing services.
Well, they guarantee you will finish or a portion of your money back.
Okay, yeah, that's a safe way to do it.
Yeah, because it depends on how much they spend.
Yeah,
like,
if
in
somebody
helping
gets
you
injured, you can't force them to finish.
Yeah,
but
but
that would be a fun experience.
And I can't remember the name, but I know that. And if you go back and listen to the show we did with them, they talk about it. But they have helped somebody with a race and they finish. So
that would be fun.
It's a good deal, right?
Huh.
They're a great group.
Yeah.
So you're going to enjoy it, and they know what they're doing. They've done these things before. It's not
Right.
like they're just out there. Whatever.
Bunch of yahoos.
Yeah,
Oh, wait a
they
minute,
are
they are.
yahoos. But yeah, that'd be a great Christmas gift,
I think so too.
especially in that Colorado area, right?
Oh, yeah,
where
for
they're just
sure.
right there. So
Yeah.
that's one on there.
Right on.
I think that's kind of my main stuff.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, now there's 2 things that I want.
Okay.
And they do have to do with running because
Right.
that's what we do.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of so we've been doing this for over a year now. And I mix the shows, we record them, but I want the PreSonus Studio Live AR8 mixing board.
Is that the smaller mixing board?
It's a little bit smaller than this, but
Okay.
it's just so much nicer.
Okay.
But it retail, it's what is it? Regularly $499. Right now, I've seen it for $399, as low as $369. But that's kind of in that upper echelon category that would help take the show to the next level, sound wise, mixing wise, portability, the program it uses. So yeah, that's on my list.
Okay,
that's on my, and it has to do with running because it's a trail running podcast.
Yeah.
And then my humdinger out of the park. Want.
All right.
The DJI Osmo camera. No, this has been in my Amazon shopping cart for about 6 months.
You've been talking about this for a couple weeks now.
It's been in my cart for about 7 months. I'm waiting for the price to drop by like $300.
So this is the camera that Jamil used to film the North Face 50 battle between Zach and Hayden.
That was my final straw.
Right.
After I saw that, because I've watched it, I've studied, I researched it, and then when that one came out, I'm like, yep. That's what I want.
Right on.
So bad. But that in retails, if you get a little package kit with, it's like $569.
Okay.
But that thing is, it's sweet.
Right on. Okay, so I got a couple more on my list. So going back to kind of like that coaching gym type of gift, Kelly Starrett, he is a physical therapist. He owns San Francisco CrossFit. He's a smart dude. He's got this monthly subscription for, it's called the Mobility WOD. So if you can go to the website, Mobility WOD, and they take you through these really good mobility drills that you should probably incorporate into your daily routine.
So that's online. You can get that?
It's online, yep. You can pay for it. Of course, you can go and you can find all the old Mobility WOD videos that Starrett did, but I think the subscription is a little bit more in depth now, and it would be a great gift for either yourself or a friend.
That sounds really nice.
I think so.
Because I'm all about that, those gifts like that. Because we talk about the coaching services, that type of thing. And then there's always, something similar to that for health, keeping you healthy and on the trail.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's just as important. You have all this gear and you're not using it.
I know. That's a shame.
It's a shame.
It's a shame. All right. My next kind of random thing is a race entry.
Oh, I've got that.
Yeah.
Yep. That would be a good one because that would be and we've talked about this before, is why Ultra Sign Up should do gift cards.
Yes, they should.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, because that would be easy.
Or it'd be really
awesome.
nice if you could sign your friend up for a race. I would love to do that.
All you need
All of a
is
sudden,
their
you get this
password.
email. Oh, you're registered for Badwater.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Just share it on Facebook.
Yeah, exactly.
throw them out there. That would be awesome.
Okay, so I think a nice race entry would be for the Beaverhead.
You better hurry.
Either the 100K or the 50K.
And you better hurry.
Yeah, because they're selling out fast. And it looks like it would be a cool destination race if you're not from this area.
Yeah, and Joel and I are going to be there.
We're going to be there.
We're registered already.
Yep.
But yeah, it's I keep seeing the social media saying X amount of slots left, X amount of slots left.
Yeah.
It's going to sell out.
It'll sell out by the end of January.
That's crazy. That is. I mean, how'd they do last year? Do you know off the top of your head?
I think he sold out last year,
Did
but
he?
it took him
longer.
almost until the race day to sell out.
Okay.
So I'm excited to go up there, spend some time in Salmon, Idaho, and run up on that Continental Divide. That looks way neat.
That's so nice. I mean, especially all the photos they've shown. But
I know.
that's a good one for sure. And I'm still looking for some races to jump into before that. So there's a few on my list right now.
Okay.
Behind the Rocks in Moab in March. That's definitely one that's still on there. And there's a few more. But for me, that's pretty much kind of, I mean, because we covered a lot of stuff.
Okay.
That's pretty much.
You don't have any more you've done?
Yeah. And the last one I have, which is kind of personalized, right?
Okay. Yeah, I got one of those too.
Is so if you go to the TrailManners website, there's a donate button.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
You could donate to the TrailManners podcast in your friend's name. How's that?
Yeah, I like it. That'll help pay for our trip to Salmon, Idaho.
That's right, man. To get up there, so
yeah.
I mean, that's kind of the whole. Yeah, that's my list. I think.
Okay. So I got one more.
Okay.
So
this better be like the home run one.
Well, for me personally, it is.
Okay.
So
cookie dough.
Cookies?
Chocolate chip cookies.
No, I ate way too many of those today already. Like 10. No kidding. Anyway, so in the trail running world, we have a tendency to travel the races. Sometimes getting the races is not easy. So an example would be the El Vaquero Loco, which would be another really good race to gift somebody.
Yep, before that one sells out.
But that thing is 6 miles back in the mountains on this. The dirt road is actually decent, But if you didn't have a good vehicle, then that could be kind of treacherous. And I've got this old beat up work truck that I've been driving for several years now. And the good thing about it is it's paid for. The bad thing about it is I don't trust driving it outside of our little town.
Yep.
So what I think would be a good visit or a good present would be a Ford F-250 HD version with that big old diesel engine in it. And the reason why I say that is because last year when we went to Vaquero Loco, Kelsey Bingham was kind enough to give me a ride.
Yep.
And they've got that big Dodge 2500 with the diesel engine in it. That thing just purred like a kitten all the way up. It was so comfortable. I was like, this is the way to ride right here, folks. So I think that would be a great Christmas present
With
to your trail running friends.
You gotta have a bow on it.
You got to have a big bow on it.
Yeah. And I mean, if you're gonna break break that category open, I just want my bus on the road.
Yeah, that would be good too.
I just want so anybody that wants to take care of that for me, I'll be happy with that. Well, because we just did a podcast, right? That'll launch in a week.
Yeah.
And I was talking to the individual before the show.
Right. Jared Campbell.
Joe broke it. Jared Campbell, and he said, "Wait a minute, don't you guys do your podcast out of a bus?"
We have been known to do that.
And it made me sad.
Right.
But then it made me happy because Jared must have listened to our show.
He's done his research.
Right. But it made me sad because I miss my bus.
Right.
And it's not because we don't want to. It's because it's just not
It's
running.
sitting in the shop.
It's not in the shop. It's in the parking lot of the shop.
Yeah, some rats have probably made their nest in there.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to go get it and just bring her home. Just wait. I think that's a pretty stout list.
I think so.
We got everything from the inexpensive, like a squirrel's nut butter, right?
Which is like just a couple bucks.
Yeah, just at that end of the spectrum, and now we're all the way up to a Ford F-250.
Yeah,
so we cover a pretty broad
that's
spectrum.
like $78,000.
It's just a couple more dollars, right? Just a couple more extra sticks of squirrel's nut butter. And then really the last thing, and you're gonna have to wait till after Christmas. So all those people out there that get their Christmas money, not gift cards, but when you get your money, from
Grandma
Bess,
sends you $20 in the mail.
Yeah, or your best friend drops off a bag of pennies.
Yeah.
The last thing is just getting you to or getting you in the Ogden Trail Running Festival.
Yeah.
That's going to be, so we're going to make some announcements this week. We've been sitting on a couple.
Right.
Purposely.
Yep.
Some sponsors that have jumped on board, as well as some things that are going to be happening.
Yeah.
You're not going to want to miss it, folks.
It's going to be fun.
It's a late Christmas / early Christmas if you're talking next year.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
the movie night's going to be fun itself.
Oh,
but then the next day is really starting to shape up quite well.
Yes, it is.
The part where we actually go and run.
Yeah, the running part of the running festival.
Yeah.
Yeah. So save some money for that because tickets won't go on sale till around the first of the year.
Right.
Because we got to hammer out a few more things. But yeah, you're gonna want to save a little bit, so don't go spending all your Christmas money.
No.
Before New Year's.
I know.
Right. So we want to do a contest now. Right.
Oh,
we have.
Oh, that's right.
A contest.
I got on your case about this the other day.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna like this, folks.
So
we got this is so cool.
Yeah. So we have a listener who's been with us for a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been a supporter of the show. I want to say since the beginning, but
really close to the beginning.
Yeah, Isaac out of Salt Lake City.
Lagos, right?
Yep. So he's out of Salt Lake City.
Right.
I get an email from him, and he says, "Hey, I got something for you guys to give away for the show, or you can use it or keep it, whatever you want." Well, of course, me and Joel don't like to do that unless it's stuff on this Christmas list. We'll keep some of that.
Yeah, if it's the F-250, I am keeping that.
So Isaac donated to us a brand new, it has not been opened.
I know.
Okay.
Spanking new.
GoPro Hero4 black.
Folks.
Okay. Now, and it's not the 5, so it's the 4.
It's still going to work.
Seriously, it's amazing.
Right.
They still online right now. They're still going for $330 and up.
Okay.
Right. Depends on what site you get. If there's a sale, if whatever.
Yeah.
If it's refurbished. This one's brand new. Never been opened.
I know.
It's in the box. He included a nice note to us, which was my favorite part, to be honest with you.
Right.
We're gonna give it away.
I know.
Can you believe that?
That's so cool.
GoPro Hero4, so you can shoot your own movies.
Right.
Send them in. Do whatever. So we're gonna do a contest.
Yeah.
To give it away. Joel's been on me, so here's Joel's gonna announce it.
This is pretty simple contest.
Super simple contest.
It really is.
It's the easiest one we've done.
All right, so here's how it's going to work. So this show launches on Tuesday.
December 13th.
December 13th. So when it hits the Facebook page, and it comes from the website. So I post it on the website, and then the website goes to Facebook. So when that post goes to Facebook, you need to take that post, you need to share it.
Yep.
And you're automatically entered then at
That's
that
it.
point. It's so easy.
Just make sure you already like our page.
Yeah.
But then you have to share.
You gotta share.
that.
Just say something nice. That'd be awesome.
Like,
Yeah.
listen.
Listen, or hey, check these dudes out. They're
Yeah.
pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're automatically going to be in the drawing
I know.
for a GoPro Hero
How cool is
4
that?
Black.
Yeah.
Brand new. In the box. Never been opened.
Yeah.
We might even throw something else in there just for fun, just in case if there's room around, the box we put it in. If there's some space, we'll put something there.
Right.
So that's all you have to do. So again, you just make sure you like our Facebook page and you share this episode
Yeah.
on Facebook.
Pretty easy.
Pretty easy. That's it. And then we're going to go ahead, put a spreadsheet together, draw a name,
Yeah.
you win.
I know. It's easy.
So what's the deadline? We got to have a deadline. That's because I'm getting people.
So if it goes on the 13th, so 7 days later, the 20th?
Okay, so the 20th is the deadline. We'll announce the winner on the 22nd on our
Okay.
single track session.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay, so you
right.
have 1 week,
Yeah.
December 13th to December 20th, to share this episode,
Yep.
episode 63, our Christmas review, and we
Right.
will announce a winner on our single track session on December 22nd.
All right.
So yeah, I know now, I'm learning, we got to put dates on these things, like an actual date, because I'm getting people emailing me answering questions
I
to
know.
contests like a month or two ago.
Yeah, I know.
And I feel bad because I'm like, oh yeah, these podcasts last forever.
They do.
They don't go away. Kind of like
No.
your race results on Ultra Sign Up. They last forever.
That's true.
They
They
don't
do.
go away.
Yep.
So there it is. A Hero GoPro Hero 4 in black.
Right.
At least a $330 value.
I
When
know.
it's full retail, it was in the 4s before the new ones came out.
Now,
But
make
this is
sure
still
this is something you want to
Yeah.
use. Or are you going to give this somebody that will
Need
use?
it,
All right.
yeah.
We don't want to see you guys reselling it.
yeah, that'd be a foo-foo.
Yeah.
We don't want to see that.
Yeah, come
Because
on.
we could have done that,
Yeah.
right? And got some of the stuff off our list.
Oh, I know.
So
Right.
yeah, just that's it. God, that's such. We got to thank Isaac for that,
I
man.
know, that was
that's
awesome.
That's just a
Good guy.
killer prize
Yeah.
because we have other things, but this is.
Now, what other podcast out there that gives away as much stuff as we do?
Yeah, we've talked about this on our run. We're like,
And we got stuff to give away next week and the week after.
and I'm always at the post office.
Yeah, you are.
And I spread myself. I'm trying to find like the post office with the shortest lines.
Right. You might have to go up to Huntsville.
Maybe, but this time of year, guess what? It
Yeah.
ain't gonna happen.
No, it's not.
I've been asking around. Every time I'd stop in, I'll wait for like 30 minutes, and then I'll mail like 10 packages.
Right.
And I'm like, is it a better time to come? He goes, yeah. And I go, when? He goes, January. I'm like, yeah, funny guy. So we got to add that into our budget is shipping.
Yeah.
But so yeah, that's it. That's our Christmas review show.
Yeah.
We'd also like to hear, while you're at it. I mean,
What gear you guys have
Yeah,
on?
what kind of gear did we not mention that should be
Right.
on this list? Just post it on our website, post it on social media, tag us,
Right.
whatever. Because me and Joel are gear guys.
We are.
We're gear whores, so to say. We love gear, and so if you have something, maybe we're not aware of it yet.
Yeah, let us know.
Because there's some stuff we've been testing as well that companies that are brand new companies are coming out,
Yeah.
hitting the market, sending us stuff to test, and we'll do reviews on those.
Yeah, I
as well.
tested some stuff last week, and it was pretty comfy.
Yeah,
I must admit.
the temperature's right where I would start using that now.
Yes.
So we'll if there's stuff like that, we'd love to get our hands on stuff to test
Mm-hmm.
to send that out. But yeah, if there's something we missed on our list,
Let
us know. Yeah, for sure. But I think that's it.
I think so too.
All right, don't forget to enter the contest for the GoPro. I think we need to announce your hernia winner on the next single track session.
Now, do we announce it, or is that a PD Roan code? Do they?
We'll have to reach out to them.
All right, let's figure that out.
Because there's some pretty good names in there for sure.
There is.
I'm having a good time with it. So, that's I think the only contest we have going right now.
I think so too.
And now this GoPro one.
Yeah.
I like it when we have like multiple going. I get a headache.
You get a little lost.
I do.
Yeah, a little scared that somebody's gonna fall through the cracks.
Yeah. So yeah, that's our Christmas episode, our review. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope there's some stuff out there that you didn't know of, or you
Right.
maybe want to try yourself.
Yep.
I mean, again, support your local run shops. That's the biggest thing we can say. If that is an option for you,
Yeah.
please do so. I think that's all over the place if you can. If not, find a way.
Right.
Find a way. And then again, if you need our mailing address for
Yeah,
anything,
for the F-250.
the F-250, you could probably just hook up, just call Westland and have it delivered to the Ford dealership. Joel will go pick that up.
Exactly.
And I'll video it with my new DJI Osmo camera that I'm going to get.
Oh yeah.
But yes, if there's something, just email us. Shoot it. We'll give you our address.
Yep.
It's pretty easy. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the show. Don't forget to enter the contest and stay tuned on Thursday for the single track session. And we look forward to hearing your answers to some of the stuff, as well as seeing all the people enter the contest.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
Yeah, for a GoPro Hero 4 Black. And here we are at Bomber Studios, and we're out. Thank you for listening to the TrailManners podcast. We hope you enjoyed our Christmas gear review show. We want to thank you for joining us on that. And don't be afraid to check us out on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at TrailManners, or swing by our website at TrailManners.com. We still have some gear for sale. A couple beanies left. Don't wait on those. Also, reach out and contact us. Let us know what you want to hear, who you'd like to see on the show, or even if you would like to be on the show. Until next time, this is Eric Manning with Joel Hatch reminding you, you don't get what you wish for, you get what you work for. Now go get it.